shares in Chinese internet search engine Baidu becoming more expensive for the first time than Google. Let's get more from Paul Gordon. And yeah, okay, so I guess on a share price level, Baidu selling more than Google or at higher price, but in terms of market cap, way behind.
Yeah, that's right. If you want one share of Baidu, it'll cost you more than one share of Google. If you want the whole company, you can get it a lot cheaper than Google. It'll cost you about $20 billion, assuming you don't pay a premium. Google will cost you $240 billion. So between us, maybe we can stump that up. But take a look at the relative performance, because that's what the share price tells you. For the first time ever, the white line here, which is Baidu, has overtaken the orange line, which is Google. Baidu shares closing yesterday, 576.84. Google at 563.18. Take a look at this chart here. It shows you how they've done year to date. Baidu up 5%. Google down 3% yesterday. Year-to-date, 40% versus 9%. What's the change? It is, of course, Google saying it will leave China. The gap between the two remained relatively steady up until that point. Since then, Google slumped. Baidu hasn't. A couple of factors here. It's not big business, China, for Google, but it could have been big business in the future. If they're leaving, they're not going to get that business, whereas Baidu is going to lap up more market share. Also, we understand that advertisers have been telling their clients at the moment, or media placement agencies have told their clients to place their ads with Baidu or Sohu or any of the others out there, but not Google, because Google's leaving. Now, whether Google will leave, it looks like they're going to. Rather interesting story from the China Daily this morning that says Google has told it is complying with Chinese censorship rules on its search results at the moment. We know Google's been trying to talk to the Chinese authorities to reach some kind of a compromise. On the other hand, they're also saying we still think we're going to be leaving China. The Chinese authorities, at least one minister said Google's acting irresponsibly. So the talk's apparently not going very well. So it does look as if Google is leaving, but you never know.
So the China Daily reported that Google is abiding by its self-censorship?
According to the China Daily, that's right. So whether that's correct or not remains to be seen. We're following it up as we speak. But still, the odds are that Google's leaving China. The share price has suffered as a result.
Yeah, you know, Google has threatened this since January, January 12th, I think was the exact date where they put out that announcement. But I think the share price reaction we saw during the Monday session on Wall Street was based on this Financial Times report saying that they have sources saying that Google will 99.9% probably pull out of China. But we actually haven't heard any confirmation from Google themselves or actually from the Chinese government.
Google has said they're taking it slowly because they want to make sure their staff don't suffer any reprisals from the Chinese government. The Chinese government is not in a position to say whether Google's leaving or not, so we may not know for sure until the door finally closes and the last former Google employee finds a new job.
Yes, standoff continues. Okay, Paul, thank you for that. So Baidu overtaking Google in terms of its share price for the first time in history.